Let's see. There's another vlog. I guess I could talk about My Hero. My Hero, bro. My Hero is one of them anime where it's like I watched it. I first watched it when I was in college. There was a week where basically my school was closed down in college. It was snowing hella hard. So I watched the first two seasons of My Hero. I watched Death Note. I watched Assassination Classroom. And what else did I watch? I think that was it. I literally watched all those shows from back to back because the school was closed for a week. So I was like, screw it. Because we couldn't go nowhere. And I mean, it was really snowed in, bro. It was funny though because I still was hungry as hell and I didn't have no money. So even though I saw it was snowing outside, I literally walked to my damn calf for breakfast. But nobody was there. I was like, damn, nobody came to calf, bro. Because I was so freaking hungry. And our calf was bipolar because sometimes it would have the best breakfast you ever had, and then sometimes it would have the worst breakfast you would ever had. Like some days, the freaking, because they had these machines, right, where it had orange juice in one machine, apple juice in one machine, grape juice in one machine, and then it had, I can't remember what the last one was. I can't remember what the last one was, but it had those three or some of the ones I can remember. And I believe it had coffee too. And then it was like we had. This is when it was a good day. When it was a good day, all those machines would work, and you would be able to get those drinks. On a bad day, if you pressed the button for those machines, it would just be water coming out of them because they were their own machines, if I remember correctly. And on a good day, they would have the good sausage. Like this is like circle sausage that would taste bomb as hell. It was nice and salty. Well, I used to go through the line multiple times, get me like 5 pieces of sausage. And then they would have the good eggs, which was like the scrambled eggs that were bomb as hell. And then they would have bacon too, like the good, nice, crispy bacon, you know, the actual, the real bacon, right? The one we all like, the nice, crunchy, crispy one. And then they would have some bomb ass, they would either have, trying to remember. They would also have like some bomb potatoes, you know what I'm saying? And this was like y'all know the crunchy potatoes, y'all know which ones I'm talking about, like the square crunchy ones. That was when it was a good day. When it was a bad day, it was a horrible day. I remember they would sometimes have like these watery ass eggs. They used to be nasty as hell. They would have watery eggs, meaning like the eggs were literally in water and they would take them out of water and put it on your freaking tray. They would have that turkey bacon, and then they would have like this gross sauce. It was like it was not even close to as good as the real sausage. The real sausage had like nice little crunch to it, nice and salty. Sometimes they would have that I think it was turkey sausage too. It must have been cheaper. And then they would have, instead of those bomb ass potatoes where it was like the good square ones, they would have like the shredded hash browns and they wouldn't be done. That was when the days was bad, boy. That mess used to be nasty as hell, bro, when they would do that. But that particular day, bro, I was so hungry. I was hoping they had the good breakfast. And 9 times out of 10, they usually had the good breakfast on that Monday and that Friday. And then, you know, of course, we on them. I believe it was Tuesdays when we had chapel. They would have that chicken that everybody liked to eat. That mess used to hurt my stomach, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. But that's when I first watched My Hero. And I remember watching the first two seasons. I think I watched it all the way up until like when Midoriya and Todoroki and I can't remember the running dude's name. Aizawa? No. Aizawa's the one that sleeps in the bag, ain't it? That's the teacher, ain't it? Mr. Aizawa. I think that's the teacher. It's been a minute since I watched it, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The one with the running powers, and it's like his. I think it was his. Was it his parents that died, or was it like his older brother and older sister or somebody? Anyway, I remember watching all of that and thinking it was pretty cool when they fought Stain or whatever. It was pretty cool. Because My Hero has this thing where it's like the fights are very hype. It's not even necessarily like the fighting choreography is good or the fights are really animated really, really good. It's more of just like the hype moment. It's like they always have some inspirational speech right before they fight, and that's what gives you goosebumps. Um, and it's like a big build up because the first two seasons weren't necessarily bad, but it was like it was building up to like the seasons that we have now. Um, but the thing about this show is not rewatchable in my opinion, and that's kind of a problem I have with like the new gen, is that once I've watched all of it, I'll be waiting for the new parts to come out, the new seasons to come out, and then once I watch that, I'm done. Same thing with Demon Slayer. It's not really rewatchable. It's like I like it the first time, that's it. It doesn't have that rewatch value for me personally. Other people may think that it does, but for me personally, My Hero and Demon Slayer don't really have rewatch value that like that. JJK does because of the fights, but the story ain't really that good. Um, but yeah, it's like the new gen just ain't really my wave when it comes to a lot of them. Except for like Hell's Paradise. Hell's Paradise I like a lot. Chainsaw Man was kind of boring. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, when it comes to My Hero, it has a lot of hype moments, but it's like it ain't really super rewatchable. That's kind of my issue with it. It's like I just wait to watch the newer seasons. Now I'm not gonna say it don't got some emotional weight, because in the more newer seasons, when Midoriya has like the power of um, one for all, right, or all for one. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. I always get those two mixed up, but y'all know which one I'm talking about. Where we get to see all the past users, kind of like he's the Avatar, and he low-key gets powers from all of them, and he's like swinging around like Spider-Man, and he's all depressed, and he's trying to save the city, and then everybody in the city is like um, his class is fighting him and stuff and trying to tell him to stop trying to do stuff on his own and stop being arrogant, and Bakugo is all nice and sweet to him and everything, and it's like they're saying that they want to help him, and then he goes to like the little school that's locked down with all the people, and they're like, oh, we need to help him, and they're all crying. That made me cry a little bit. That was a good scene, but it's like once I was done with the show, I was just kind of like, man, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm the only one who has that feeling when I watch My Hero, but it's like it just don't be feeling rewatchable. But there's like good scenes when stuff does happen. It's cool. Like the whole Red Riot fight. Y'all know which fight I'm talking about, or the Deku versus Muscular fight. That was a good one. The one with what's his name? He has the same voice actor as Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. It's Gum something. The fat one, where it's like he stores up all that energy inside of him, and he punches the freaking one bad guy in that one fight, and then he becomes skinny. That was hard. That was one of my favorite fights. Um, yeah, but I never have the desire to go and rewatch it. It's like I just get bored. It's weird. It's like when it comes to like Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, I know that's the big three, but the thing that the big three has that really helps it is having stuff that's rewatchable. It's like somehow Oda, Kishimoto, and freaking Type Kubo, they knew how to make their story rewatchable and have you want to keep rereading it and rewatching it. That's just something that they're really good at. Versus the new gen, where the new gen ain't really good at that. Or it's like they have certain qualities that they're good at and certain qualities that they're bad at. Like JJK does have rewatch value. The fights are pretty rewatchable, but the story's not that good. But when you look at like My Hero, the story's pretty good, but it doesn't really feel really rewatchable. But it does get you inspired and give you goosebumps when they're fighting and they're doing those speeches. It's kind of crazy too, because their speeches compared to like Naruto speeches are so different. Like the My Hero speeches compared to the Naruto speeches are two different variations of speeches. Like My Hero speeches will have you like getting goosebumps and stuff and so freaking motivated, but then Naruto speeches will have you sitting there thinking about being a little kid who has like a demon inside of him, and you know what I'm saying? Like his whole speech to Obito is a really good speech. He's like, you're not you're not a villain. You're Obito Uchiha. like, like that one speech he had was good, and bringing Obito back from the dark side was pretty cool. Um, you know, but like I be saying, like the whole point of Naruto. I know I'm getting off track, but this is a yap session. It's a vlog. But the whole point of Naruto is basically that everybody can somewhat relate to Naruto. Sasuke can relate to him because he was also alone by himself. But Sasuke is so dumb. He sees it as, oh, you never had the bond of a family. Nigga, that's worse. He didn't have the bond of his dad and his mom. You know, he meets them later on with the whole, Minato figures out how to make it to where he can see like their energy basically and talk to them is the best way I can say it and make it like simple, which was cool. So he got to meet them and stuff. But that's much worse to not have nobody and live in an apartment by yourself, drinking spoiled milk and eating ramen, eating old ramen, and nobody cares about you and thinks you're a weirdo because you have a demon fox inside of you. But Sasuke's whole point is like, oh, I had the bond, I had the family, and I lost them all, so I'm going through more than you. I'm like, I think it'd be worse if you just never had nobody to begin with. Of course, Naruto, eventually met Jiraiya and Iruka and all them, but, and Kakashi, but yeah, it's that. And then it's like, Gaara can relate to Naruto because they both have a Jinchuriki inside of them, you know what I'm saying? Gaara has the one tail. So that's how they, kind of relate because they both were, um, treated like trash because they had Jinchurikis inside of them and people hated them. And then the same thing with Rock Lee. Rock Lee only can do taijutsu. He can't do, ninjutsu and genjutsu. So he relates because he also is considered a loser and considered weird because of his bushy eyebrows and his whole Bruce Lee haircut. Choji can relate because he's a fat dude, so they bully him because he's a fat nigga. Tsunade relates to Naruto because he wants to be Hokage, and that kind of reminds her of her little brother and her past lover, her boyfriend, whatever. Jiraiya can relate because he basically was Naruto before Naruto was Naruto. Obito is literally a Uchiha Naruto. So it's like literally the story is telling you everybody relates to Naruto in some kind of way, which is why they grow to love him because he's so relatable. It's like all of you guys have experienced something similar to him. Y'all have experienced loss. Y'all have experienced loneliness. They all lonely. Garo was lonely. Rock Lee was lonely before, he had Guy Sensei caring about him or whatever. Naruto was lonely. Sasuke was lonely. They even tried to flip it with that one movie with Menma or whatever, the Dark Naruto, where they had it to where Sakura was lonely and Naruto had a family, which I love that movie. I think I watched that movie like 3 or 4 times because I just like the fact that he actually gets to hang out with his family and gets to know them, and then he puts on his dad's jacket. It was just clean. I love that. But yeah, just randomly went from My Hero to Naruto. But like I said, it's a vlog. It's a yapping session. Y'all gonna love it. You feel me? Okay, we had 13 minutes. Anything else I want to say before I end this, bro? No, that's about it. I'm trying to think of some other anime. Y'all give me more ideas for videos. Like, tell me what you guys want to talk about. I'm going to be doing current events, anime and manga and video games and movie reviews and stuff like that. But you guys tell me what interests y'all. Because we on the road to 100 subscribers. You feel me? I got 12. I got 2 yesterday, so I was like, that's what's up. I want to make it to 100. That's like the mission for the next couple of months. I ain't even gonna try to get to no 5,000, nothing like that. The goal is 100. I'll be satisfied with 100. I'm satisfied with the 12 I got now, but that's the goal, is to get 100. But you guys let me know what you guys are into, and I'll do videos on it. I'll pretty much talk about anything because I have kind of like a small knowledge of pretty much everything. So you guys let me know what interests y'all, and I'll try to make a video on it. Don't make it nothing big, like you want me to stream like a scary game or nothing like that. The only reason why I say don't tell me to do that is because I don't know how to do that yet. Like, I know how to stream, but I don't know how to put the video in the corner. You know what I'm saying? You know how they be doing all the extra stuff? They'll have like themselves in the corner and then have the game right here. I don't know how to do none of that yet. So anything like that, like, don't ask. But if you want my opinion on like any type of anime or something, I'll make a video on it. Just let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys are having a good day. Peace. Take care. Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday.